Once I started to make some money, and I was making a couple $100,000, then $500,000 a year, then 7 figures a year. They're like, well, you got to start showing up like you make 7 figures.
Big difference between flashy
Are you really becoming the 10-figure earner? People that are going to invest $50,000 a year into your marketing agency care what you look like.
Hey everyone, this is Janet. Welcome to Reclaim Your Style. Today's video is a commentary and a little bit of a style critique, helping middle-aged successful men who are going through divorce reclaim their style. I'm going to give you the actual hands-on, time-saving, headache-saving to truly reclaim your style and be the new you. Authenticity is the most important thing when you're going through divorce and finding yourself. Whether or not, as a divorced person, whether or not you are still a 10-figure person has nothing to do with your style. The most important thing when you're going through divorce is to take the time to do the emotional and inner healing, but also take the time to ask yourself, who am I? What does my style look like in this next chapter? Who am I becoming? What values and what colors, what themes are part of my new transition? To ask yourself those questions, do designer labels fit into this transformation? Maybe yes, maybe no. Buying the flashiest labels equals confidence and credibility. I want to challenge the notion that in this post-divorce journey that you have to go out and look like $1 million. I want to challenge the notion that post-divorce you have to go out and buy a brand new wardrobe. I want to also highlight how important it is that you need this time to really look through who you are inside before you're ready to start putting the pieces of your style together. You can see Pat is all about labels. His mentor is telling him, you become the 10-figure person. So you need to go and buy the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, the big designer labels. You gotta flaunt it. You gotta let your ego shine. And that's the biggest mistake you can make when you're going through a transition and you're trying to find yourself, is to latch onto it's trendy or cool and what may be someone else's idea of post-divorce aesthetic. Because post-divorce, you're trying to find who you are and who you're becoming and where your style fits into that picture. As you're thinking about what post-divorce looks like, start by going to your closet and giving yourself a chance to pause. Go to your closet, give yourself a chance to go to your closet and give yourself an opportunity to pause and reflect. And give yourself time to look at each piece and take out each piece and ask yourself and try it on. How does this fit into my post-divorce aesthetic? How does this feel? How does this feel? Does this feel like me? Does this feel like the post-divorce person? What is post-divorce me? This isn't about numbers. This isn't about how much financial worth you are. It's about who you are on the inside that matters. And that's so critical. And we get caught up in like what post-divorce looks like in terms of financial worth. And it's more important to look at what post-divorce self-worth looks like in terms of who you're becoming and your emotions and your values and the character. Maybe you've become a man who's more grounded and more quieter and more calmer and less aggressive and less ego-driven. And so if those are your values and your characteristics, ask yourself, what does that look like in my closet? Does my closet, still feel like me? Do these like busy flannel or big t-shirts still feel like me? It's not that you have to get rid of everything in your closet. You can use individual pieces to start to highlight the man that you're becoming. It's not about flashy labels. It's not about designer pieces. It's not about trends. It's about who you are on the inside and who you're becoming, and to really take an assessment and to really look at who that person is and who that man is and ask yourself, what does that look like? How does that feel? Where do I see my style becoming a part of that big picture of my new journey? Let yourself discover and explore and be adventurous and have fun with it and start to experiment in ways you would never allow yourself to experiment, because that's part of the joy. So, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.